morning, everyone.
Good morning. For those that don't know, we live full-time in our Roadtrek Zion SRT camper van. And we've been full-time for about 10 months now and try to find free camp whenever we can. We've camped for free all the way across the US, down the south, and then just recently all across Canada. And if you have the right tools, it's pretty easy to camp either free or very, very inexpensive.
Yeah, and since we're full time, we don't want to be spending, $15 to $30, even more in some parts, on a campground every night. It's just not feasible for us.
Typically, like this spot here in the middle of the Winona State Forest in upstate New York, very peaceful, private. And we're fully self-contained, so we don't have to plug in. We've got solar. And
we're going to take the opportunity today just kind of run through different tools that we use on the road to try and find spots like this, and how we mostly camp for free as we go along.
I wish we'd have had a video like this that we'd have watched before we started, because when we first started, we didn't have a clue. We were kind of rambling around, searching. And so the big ones that we use are phone apps. There's 3 of them: Allstays, iOverlander, and Wikicamps. They're all very similar, interactive maps, and shows where you are. And Allstays we typically use the most in the US. It works best there.
Now, when we were in Canada, iOverlander was the one I referenced most. But usually what we do is open all 3 and kind of, they all 3 show different things, some of the same things, and some have different things on them. So.
For example, Allstays will show almost every campground from state parks to county parks to independent RV parks, Walmarts. More than that, it shows you...
Even shows where to get propane.
Some dump sites. It shows you everything. You can click on the campsite, open up, and it'll tell you about the campsite. There's user reviews that people have commented. Sometimes there's pictures and directions. And it shows free ones like the public land. Mm-hmm. But all 3 of them are basically the same thing. So check them out. Allstays, I think it was $10 one-time fee.
Mm-hmm. Wikicamps, iOverlander, one of them was like $2. I will put these in the description of the video, a list of everything we're talking about today, so you can reference that. But there's also a couple websites.
Right. So this campground even has a website, but it wasn't on any of those 3 phone apps.
Right.
So when we're not having good luck with those, I'll bring up a website called freecamping.net. And that shows free camping and inexpensive camp spots. And it's kind of user input, so you always kind of got to take a good look at what you're doing and make sure that just because someone else stayed there for free doesn't mean you should. So we try to make sure that we're staying someplace where it's legal and okay for us to do that. And so freecamping.net, bring up the map, it showed this spot here, and gives you GPS coordinates, and it actually has a website that brings you to the Winona State Forest website.
And a lot of these are user submitted, so like we can go on most of these and leave a review, how many days we stayed, what the road in was like, how big our vehicle is, if there's room to turn around. So all these, you can even leave pictures, and some of the things have pictures on them so you can actually see. So
yeah, another couple websites that one that we use once in a while is called Harvest Host. And I think it's you pay like $40 a year for that one. Mm-hmm. And there are host locations all over the U.S. and Canada, and you can just click on the site go to the map, pick a location that you want to go to, and it brings it up. And they're typically wineries, some breweries, some museums, some small farms, and they allow you to come stay on their property for free for a night if you're in a self-contained RV like we have. So basically it's some beautiful winery in the countryside. You give them a day's notice and go park the RV there, and it's been awesome when we've done it. I mean, we stayed in some beautiful wineries, and everyone leaves the winery at the end of the day, and you're like
alone in this beautiful location.
Yeah, they're always beautiful settings, and it's nice. You can go do wine tasting if you're into that and meet some really cool people. Another one that we haven't used, but we're looking into it, is called boondockerswelcome.com. We've looked at it for about a year now. We haven't. It's pretty cool, but you need to contact people in advance, and we're kind of like seat of our pants travelers. We don't like to go far. We don't like to make plans. We like to let's stay here. And
so basically it's a network of people that have signed up. You can either be a host or someone who stays, or both. There's a fee for different users.
It's just other RVers that let you come stay at their house.
Some people have hookups, some people have dumps, some people just have a driveway, and basically you just give them a call or you email. You send a message.
It's a private message. They
Yeah.
get like an email note, and then you make arrangements to come stay there. The reviews, people love it because you really meet, they're all like-minded people, other RVers, and
Yeah.
you get to go stay on their property, and sometimes they just leave you alone, sometimes you visit. But anyway, boondockerswelcome.com if you're interested, check that website out.
So another couple apps real quick I want to touch on that have made our life a lot easier. One is called Sanidumps, and that basically, again, interactive map pops up, shows you where all the dump sites are for your gray and black tank, how far away they are, how to get there, if they have fresh water, if there's a fee, if they're free.
I don't know how we survive without that app.
Oh my God, it's amazing. And then another one is called Gas Buddy. We don't use that as often, but we probably should. Interactive map, you open it up, shows you all the gas stations in your area, how to get there, how much the gas is. Now, as you know, gas prices can fluctuate a lot and quickly. So it is user submitted. So if you do go, leave a note at how much it was when you went. It's been fairly accurate when we have used it. So you can save a lot of money that way, actually, finding the cheapest gas in a certain area. So
some other ways that we find camping, other than those apps and websites, are we just kind of hunt for them. And sometimes she's always the navigator, I'm always the driver, and she will get onto a map, look at the satellite images, and actually just look at, if we're like driving through public land, she'll actually look at roads and pull-offs, and she's found some pretty neat spots just by doing that. And my favorite way is just driving around going, oh, I wonder what that road goes to, or is that water down there? And drive down in and find some place that's free and legal to camp at, and those are always kind of exciting.
yeah, it's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
I'll put in the description of this video a list of all the things that we talked about. But we just wanted to throw this video up, maybe help some fellow RVers out.
There's some amazing free places out there. Trust your instincts. If you both don't feel comfortable staying someplace, leave, find someplace else.
Yeah, definitely. We've
Yeah.
done that a few times.
Yeah, sometimes I'll find a place like, oh, this is awesome. And she's like, I'm just not feeling comfortable here.
Yeah.
And whatever, don't even know why, but if there's something that's, nagging at you, it just doesn't feel right to stay there. Just go someplace else. You should both feel comfortable. But anyway, I wish we had someone that we knew tell us all this stuff. So hopefully this helps you out, and we'll go back to videos about our adventures.
Yep. Back to the regularly scheduled program. See you guys. Bye.